What's up, everybody? My name is Marr. Come see me live. I'm here today with Rawthentique to talk about what makes me undefined. So, I started a passion for rap around like 6th grade. Whenever I heard B.O.B. first, it was back when I had like a Samsung Propel. And I used to record songs off my computer just to keep them on my phone. And then I heard Eminem's Recovery album and Lil Wayne's I'm Not a Human Being too, and I was just clung to rap ever since. Like, you wouldn't catch me listening to anything, any other genre. So after that point in high school, I started to explore like subgenres and subtopics of hip hop. And I found out about Chicago scene and all around America, like the different sounds for like regions and whatnot. And I was like fascinated by hip hop as a whole. And during that whole time I was writing poetry and whatnot. And whenever I was a senior, I began to drop my first songs. And that was in 2016. I'm 21 years old as of right now. And it's the year 2019. I opened up a label this year and I've started throwing events. And I'd like to say what makes me undefined is the fact that my events focus on not only community, but diversity. So whenever I throw a show, I don't just book my friends or I don't just book people that I think will draw a large crowd. I try to focus on what's best for the community and to make a one-of-one event. And with the label, basically I want to help artists out and I want my ear to mean something in music. So what I'm focused on is originality and having a unique craft. So I'll try to make sure my songs sound like something that hasn't been made before. And as of right now, I'm happy because of releases like Dissonance and Bulletproof Vest. All right, so let's talk about my inspirations. What really inspires me to create the way that I do is a little bit of influence from people that I look up to in the music game. Like, for where I get my lyricism and like my wittiness at moments would definitely be from artists like Frank Ocean, Mick Jenkins, and Isaiah Rashad that see the world for how they portray it and they try to paint it onto a canvas. Just very, very honest. So I try to be transparent throughout my music. I always try to say things that almost sound like I'm talking directly to the listener. So, and I always try to incorporate that into the shows in a way that it's just like, it's very transparent, it's very honest. And I really like what we're doing for the community, and it always means a lot when someone says that we have made an impact or that they came to a show and it was dope. Because there's a lot of people that I just see on the internet that we start talking and shit through DMs and they tell me, I went to your show and it was tight. I'd like to come to another one. And it's always cool to see people come to their first show and me talk to them and get to know them and see them at the next one because they had a good time. So it all just goes hand in hand with, you kind of get what you put out there. So I be inspired and I try to inspire others in that same way. I draw inspiration and I try to create my own art to inspire others from that inspiration. So it's almost like an Ouroboros of creativity in some senses. All right, so where I would see myself in 5 years. It is 2019 right now, so we're talking like 2024. I'll be 26 years old. I see myself definitely having live mix because that hinders me from performing a lot of my songs. Like auto-tune, like I got this crazy ass joint that I can't perform because it's hella guarded with auto-tune. So where I see myself is I definitely want to be the best performer there is. I want to have more stage presence. I want to do larger stages. I want to do auditoriums and whatnot. That comes in hand with also the label. I want the label to grow. I want the shows to grow. I want to sign more artists. I want people to not get fucked over by crazy ass industry bullcrap. I want to be able to represent this area of the United States in a fashion that's right for Cleveland and Chattanooga. I want to bring a Southern sound to the forefront of America. I want people everywhere to hear my stuff because I think it's a lot better than the shit that they're listening to right now. I want the shows to get crazier. I want more people to hear the names, and I want to do right, and I want to do more great stuff for the community with Rawthentique. I think a lot of crazy collaborations are coming up in the future, and I'm super excited for what it brings, and I think 5 years from now, we'll look back at this video and be happy with how things go. So what I want people to think of when they hear the label's name, Reassuring Noise, I want them to feel reassured. That's really where it all comes from. It comes from a place of reassurance. It comes from a place of no doubt. It comes from already knowing what it is. And what Reassuring Noise is being taken care of. It's great shows for the community. It's not no money grabbing shit. We're not a selfish organization. We basically want to take care of our artists and do right by our people and do something good and just natural for the community. We always want to focus on being organic. We want to focus on bringing you guys what y'all need. A large part of like what we do in our mission statement would be providing for the community what is not being done and doing it in the most correct way that we think possible.